Welcome back, y'all. Look, y'all know what time it is? We are live at 5. Shout out to the ones who remember the lives at 5. I am Byron McClure. We have not done a live at 5 in a while. And so for those who know, this is a ode to the good old days. We're gonna give a few minutes for some folks to roll in. All right, we're seeing those numbers go up. Make sure that you tag a friend. Make sure you share this. I was trying to put this in the Facebook group, but hey, we are trying to get this live, y'all. So I'm excited that y'all are here with me. Look, y'all know it's Friday afternoon, so y'all might hear some kids in the background. We might have a good time, might have a surprise for you all. Might have a new feature to release, so I'm super excited about that. But please go ahead, let me know that you are with me on this Friday. Go ahead, talk to me inside of the chat. I see we got Lisa in the building. I'm going to shout out my team here in a second. Gina, what's up, Gina? Shout out to Gina. Gina is doing some awesome work. A lot around ethics as well. She has a platform too. So if you're looking for some ethical considerations, talk to Gina. She's doing awesome work. Hi, Amy from Austin, Texas in the building. Look, Amy, I'm in Houston. I had some Texas barbecue that was really good. I got to make my way out to Austin to try some of that Austin barbecue. But what's up? Oh, we got Callie from Alaska shouting out. Oh, come on now. Listen, I said I was going to shout out my team. I might as well go ahead and do it now as we're waiting for folks to jump in. I am just super hyped. We have several new team members to the School Psych AI team. We are growing, y'all. We're up to 7 amazing team members. Lisa, we have Lisa here on the chat, repping Florida. She's a psychologist, but awesome to have her on our team. We also have Leslie as well. Leslie has done so much in the field of school psychology. She's been all over representing Hawaii, representing Colorado, representing Seattle, I believe Seattle, everywhere. And it is Leslie's birthday. So let's drop some celebratory birthday cake, some high fives. Let's send some love to Leslie as she celebrates her birthday. We also have several other team members. Shout out to Brandon Print. He is our legal counsel. I talked about Gina a little bit earlier. So Brandon he was pivotal in making sure that we got set up with our FERPA certification. So shout out to Brandon. He's based here in Houston as well. Who else do we have? Liseth. Oh my goodness, y'all. If y'all look, we know tech is great when it works, right? And when it doesn't, we have customer service. And I think we have the best customer service. And shout out to Liseth, who day in and day out is absolutely crushing customer service. So she has been doing a phenomenal job as well. And then who else do we have on our team? Who am I missing? Lisa, Leslie, who am I? Oh my goodness, Janelle. So one of my good friends from college has joined our team and is working with our existing enterprise partners. And I call those our districts our partners because this is a partnership. More than a platform, more than any feature, which we're going to get into, we have a partnership. And Janelle is working with our existing partners. And by the way, if you are looking for a partnership with us, Lisa and Leslie can help you. Hopefully they're here. Leslie might be out turning up for her birthday, but if y'all are here in the chat, drop your information. And if you want to get in touch with us, you can reach out. Who else do we have in the chat, y'all? See, this is the fun part to me, getting to engage with our community. I see Frank. Hi, Frank. Christy from Oregon in the building. Who else? Robin is dropping some birthday cakes. We got Kylie. Kylie says use y'all last year as a pilot for our district. Check this out. We are next level. Not everyone can see. Use y'all last year as a pilot for our district, advocating for a team purchase of AI for our sites. And some of the things that we have found is that as more and more districts are growing more comfortable and understanding AI, the more and more that they are looking for purchases for their team. And again, we understand that some people are ready, some people are not. And that's why it's important for us to be a partner so that we can work with you all, whatever area of the spectrum you all are in. What's up, Fatima? Fatima is in the building from Detroit, Michigan. All right. Y'all know why y'all here. I am Dr. Byron McClure. I've been a practitioner. This is going on I guess technically going on year 16 for me. I'm a psychologist, y'all. I love what I do. I love being in the field. It's near and dear to my heart. And I have been very fortunate to be able to talk, to learn from psychologists all across the country. And this is so hard to believe. I think to the date, almost, we got to check this, but almost to the date. And I know I have one more introduction to do Ed. Now I'm saving Ed for next. Almost to the date, we launched School Psych AI. And we were the first to do this for AI. I do have to acknowledge that there were a handful of others who were tackling report writing. And shout out to anybody who is doing this work. And we wanted to bring another angle with artificial intelligence and really leveraging that technology. But here's the thing about it. We have worked. And when I say work, I mean listening, testing, getting feedback so that we can build with our community. And we don't always get it right. Sometimes we do okay. We like to live right on the cutting edge of the future and failure. Now, if I mention February, some of y'all know about February where we pushed some things out. We were trying to be cutting edge, and the idea was good, but it kind of fell a little bit short. But the point that I'm making is we had a community who offered up that feedback from day one. And some of you have been with us from day one. What's up, Olivia? I see Olivia in the building as I'm talking about some of our OGs and folks who have been with us for a while. We have learned a tremendous amount, and there are a number of things that we hear time and time again. When are we going to get certain assessments? We hear that. When are we going to integrate with Google Docs? Coming soon. Multi-PDF upload. But one of the consistent things that we hear time and time again is how can we write reports faster, more efficiently, and use our own templates. Now, we are releasing with Studio Writer a version that will allow you to do that. Our thinking with this first iteration, which I'm going to show you in a few seconds with Studio Writer, is the building block to essentially bringing your own template. And our thinking is this will lay the groundwork to where you can start to work inside of our platform on any document. Here's the cool part about it. It's not just for psychological evaluations. It will be for any template, any document. I'm talking FBAs, BIPs, behavioral observations, emails. If you can think it and it's a document or images or anything else in the future, we're going to be able to do that. And what we're releasing today is a step in that direction. The next steps from that will be to literally bring a template that you have and then populate that inside of the platform. So what I'm going to do now, I am going to share my screen, and then I am going to give you all an inside look at the Studio Writer. Now, I have always tried to be very transparent in the entire process from day one. For those of you who have been with me going back to August of 2023. Sometimes we get it right, sometimes we don't. One of the things now is we are really close. What that means is we are still pushing up some updates as we speak. And as I was saying, I'm going to be introducing Ed. Ed has been working nonstop. Let's give some claps to Ed. If you don't know who Ed is our CTO and co-founder of School Psych AI. He is the technical genius behind this platform. Ed has been working in the midst of moving, of traveling, I mean, doing so much. And he has really done, I think, an exceptional job of standing up a platform. And so we're still making some revisions. And so I need y'all to bear with us. All right. The plan is after this live, we're gonna make a couple more updates, and then we're gonna get it out to y'all. Y'all don't be mad at me. We're trying. I said our team is growing, but we're still a small team as well. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start sharing my screen for you all. And as I'm doing that, Robin, yep, if you got questions, just you can email our team, reach out to us, and we'll get those answered. I'm trying to read what Robin said here. What can I access features? Yep. It depends, Robin. And Robin's question is with her level of subscription. If you have premium, yeah, with premium, you'll be able to access the studio right here for sure. Yep. And then Lisa is saying email us so we can partner with you on that as well. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Let me make sure I'm sharing the right one. I want to share the entire screen so that you all can see and get a look over here. Now, as that is up, I'm taking notes. I'm checking because I told y'all Ed is going to be messaging me in real time. So let's see. All right, cool. Hold on. All right. All right, making sure I'm multitasking y'all in real life using all my executive functioning skills. All right, Leslie, I'm trying to figure out. Okay, cool. All right, now what you're gonna do if you don't have an account, make sure that you head on over app.schoolsite.ai, create an account. For those who are premium users, you'll be able to log in and you'll get access to it. Once you log in, I have both of our platforms up. I'm really giving y'all a true behind the scenes because we're still working on some things, y'all. So I'm jumping to what's called our staging site, and our staging site is really where me and Ed, as our CTO, we go to break things. All right. Now, once you are inside of the platform, one of the things that we learned from the February release is that we completely changed the platform, and it looked like a new platform, and it looked different from the platform that a lot of you had come to love. And so what we did not want to do is drastically change the platform from what you're used to. So what that means is when you come into the platform, it's going to look like how it's always looked before. All right. You still have conversations, tools, save prompts, documents, all that stuff is still here. And one new feature here called Studio Writer. One important note. You will see when you're in the conversations view, when you come, you have a conversation with Sophia, all your threads are still here. All right. But now the new feature that we're launching today is Studio Writer. So when you click into Studio Writer, this is what I'm excited about, y'all. This is the Studio Writer. So you come in and this is where you can create any document. You can see that we have threads in here, which are different from the threads and conversations. You might be thinking, well, why are you doing that? The reason is these threads you can organize by students, by projects, by whatever document that you're working on. And so you can see here, I have threads listed by students. And I'll show you all here in a second what some of the threads that I've done. I've done a FBA, I've done a BIP, and then we're going to create a new one here as well. And I'll show you all some of the features. Please drop questions inside of the chat and let us know if you have questions as well. All right. And y'all better talk to me too inside this chat. All right. I wish I could like see people and things. So y'all talk to me inside this chat. All right. Now, what you're gonna do, I want to I'm gonna show you all how to create a new thread. And you have this button here, Studio Writer Thread. And if you want to start working with a new student, you just come here and we're gonna call this student, I'm gonna call him my twin, Brian Mark. That's the beginning of his middle name, all right? And so we see that it'll take a few seconds, it's creating a thread. Soon, you're gonna have templated sections. So your PSW template, your strength-based psych eval template, your FBA template, all your templates are gonna live here. And the beautiful thing, you just click a template and then you'll be able to go through just kind of how we do with our Google Docs and we just change the kids' names out. But all your templates will be here. The templates that you've been asking for are going to be here. That is, to me, one of the coolest things that's coming very, very soon. So now what you might be able to do is come in, you can add sections in. And so let's say that we want to do demographic information. So we just come in, create, it'll take a couple seconds, and now we have a section here. You can come in, and you can edit. Hi, School Psych, bam. And it's like a legit editor inside of here. All right, now what I want to do, I'm going to jump because this is a brand new one, right? You might be thinking, well, what does this look like if you've already started one? I'm going to go to, and I know, don't judge me, y'all, but this was just my sample one that I've been using for a very, very long time. So I know I need to change the name, but stay with me. Let's stay focused, y'all. One of the cool things when you come in, you can see this is a template that I've built out. One of the things that I was telling Ed, my CTO, I think it would be cool if you could come in and on a thread, you could just duplicate this. So now I have this template, then all I have to do is just update the variables, change the pronouns, and we have that. You could duplicate all of these different templates, which I think would be pretty cool. So once you're in here, you can see these are different sections that I've created. I've already created the demographic information section. If I click in, I can come in, I can edit. I see the spacing is a bit off. I can come in, All right, cool. One of the things that I really, really like is that you can jump across sections instead of just clicking like in a Word doc. You have to scroll all the way down. Now you can jump back and forth between sections. And guess what else? You can reorder sections as well. One thing that's important to note, we are going to push out this update after this live. So if you're trying to get into the platform now and you're trying to see updates, you got to wait. We're going to be pushing it out after this live is over. Just want to throw that out there. All right. Now, as we're rolling, you'll be able to re-edit or reorder any of these sections and organize them however you want to. Let's jump into, boom, I wanted to go into this results section. And now you can see I gave the WJ4 card. I'm scrolling. You can see, and I can come in, I can edit, I can change whatever I want to. We have our tables here. We can edit these tables. We can do bulleted points. We can change the colors. We can change the headers, change the font. Anything that you want to do right here directly inside of the platform. Now, here's where it gets cool. You know that we have our report writer, all right? What I want you, this is so cool. This is the best part. Now you see we've added all of these different assessments. What you're gonna be able to do, one of the things that we're honestly working on right now, we've rolled in all of our tools inside of the Studio Writer. And so now, where before I'm gonna jump to the older version of our platform, this is what you see and have access now. Previously, what you had to do when you wanted to use the report writer essentials, you would go to tools, you go to the early access tools, and then let's say that you uploaded a score report, and then it gives you a score report here. What you would have to do is copy this and then paste inside of a Word document. The very cool part, I'm jumping back to the studio writer now. What you're going to be able to do is inside, you see this is my test results section of my report. I'm going to enter down. You go to report writer. Oh, and by the way, you can now favorite all your different tools. I love the report writer, multi-writer, so I'm going to favorite that. So now, instead of having to scroll through all these different tools, I just go to my favorites. Look at that. This was highly requested, and so we delivered on that one. All right, so back up. I go into the report writer essentials. You can choose the PDF file that you want. Boom, boom, boom. I have a folder, different reports. I go to the, let's do whatever, blah, blah, blah. I say I selected that one, select that score report. I'm not going to do it because Ed is still working on it, just being super honest with you all. But what would happen is you would upload it, it would run just how it runs in the older version of it. And then we built in safe proof things. So if something is, a bug comes up, we have a safe proof where we automatically save all the reports like every 2 to 5 seconds. So you don't have to worry about losing your reports. If something happens, email us, and we have safety mechanisms built in where we will be able to recover it. But then you'll be able to upload that score report and get that test purpose description, a table, and then that nice detailed narrative interpretation inside here. For demo purposes for now, because we are still working through some of those things, this was a score report that I did. I'm jumping to the existing version of the platform, and then I'm just going to copy this. I click copy. I'm jumping back to the studio writer, and I'm going to paste that directly in. And so now I have that directly in here in a matter of seconds, right? In a few minutes, you'll be able to do that same thing here as well. And then all you do, all right, now I got that one in, boom. Let's keep going to the next one. Oh, now I want to change the readability of this. Hit the readability assistant. I want to turn it into strength-based language. I want to translate this. Now you can do all of that directly inside of the studio writer right here. Then once you review, everything looks good. You want to get in, you want to edit a little bit more. Once everything looks good, you can come up to preview. And this is what I really like here. And you can preview the entire report as you're going through everything that you've been working on. All right. And then let's say, I want to jump in and edit something. You can just click edit. Then it takes you directly to that section that you're working on. All right. You can make a change. And then he was observed for, let's say, I want to say 50 minutes. Boom. That's going to auto save for me right there. You see a save. I can come back up to the preview, good to go. Once the report looks good, you can still copy it, or when you click export, here's another surprise for y'all. Right now, you can export to a Word doc. We're going to do that, boom, boom, boom. And then guess what? You get a report right there, come back over here, bam, 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 bring you all back up right here. Then here we go. Saved into a Word doc. And that's taking a second to open. And now I can come in, I can continue editing inside of here. Look at that. And so the idea is that you can edit everything that you need directly inside of the studio writer. And then when you're ready, you can export. Now, I do want to show you, I'm going to come back up to this export. Right now, you can export to a Word doc. Very soon, you're going to be able to export to a PDF, to rich text format, to plain text. You might be saying, Byron, why are we going to export to all these different areas? Because as we're on calls, different people need different forms. So some of you said that you needed to export the PDF. Some of you said It needs to export to rich text because you have to upload it into some other learning management system. So we're providing all of that. And as I said a little bit earlier, sending to Google very soon. And so now you'll be able to, we'll have that connection for you all. Y'all have asked for it. We're a small team, but mighty team. We're going to take care of y'all coming up soon. Talk to me, y'all. I know that's a lot to take in. Callie says, how fancy. Thank you. Thank you. We want it to be fancy. That's cool, but we want it to be functional for you all. We don't want it to be so above and beyond like what we did in February, where it's like, okay, I'm not going to use this. But talk to us. I love to hear some of your feedback. And then I'll jump and show you all the FBA and BIP real quick. All right. And then let's see, Shop Puppy. Shop Puppy says, I work in a district that requires multidisciplinary report. So the time-consuming part is pacing, formatting, and integrating my team's individual sections into mine. Any recommendations for this process? I wish Ed was here. And we had an iteration where it was like teams. Look, we need a better name. But where teams can come in and work on this together. Let's do it. Go big or go home, right? So Shop Puppy, we got you coming soon. Because we know that a lot of different districts have multidisciplinary reports. And the beauty is this gives you the ability, especially if you're our enterprise, where we can provision groups for your team where you all can come in and work on together. Shop Puppy says, Shop Puppy 1025 says, what is the estimated timeline for exporting to Google Doc function? So the cool thing is like we're building out the capabilities now. And so as quickly as there's a number of things that we're still working through, but you can see like we're hoping to get this. So as fast as we can move is as fast as we want to get that Google Doc functioning for you all. All right. Olivia says, will there be a search function in Conversations or in Studio Writer? Shout out to my team, Leseth, Leslie, Lisa. We have inside of our Slack channel feature requests where we keep track of all the different feature requests. And that is one of the features that we will be adding. We already have a note of it, the ability to search through, especially as you all have a lot of different threads. You don't want to have to scroll through all of them. It's easy to be able, it will be easier to be able to search through them. So yes, the search feature coming. Look, the reality is, let me go back to it. One of the frequently requested things was ability to add favorites. And we have that now. So we're getting there, y'all. But yes, Olivia will be able to do that. Yeah, I've got some claps. What else do we got? All right. Let's see. Ali CG27 says, this is going to help me not to panic write everything all at once. Oh, that's a good point. All at once in my reports and focus more on writing as I collect each piece of data. Thank you, Ali. Ali, for the Ali on that one. And I'm going to slam it home. Here's why. One of the important features of this, and shout out to Ed, because he really stressed this. This is so sad to say this. He is a developer and an engineer. I'm a school psychologist. His wife is a school psychologist. And when we first started, I would explain our workflow and how we work. And he literally, I wish y'all could see him. He would rip his hair out. He got a haircut. That's what I'm saying that now. But he would rip his hair out and he would be like, why do y'all work like this? And Ali CG27, what I'm explaining to him is, yeah, when we have a report, like we're working through the report. And so even on our old platform, if I'm jumping back to it, like it's not a natural way of how we work. So the beauty of our platform now, I'm going to close this out. I'm working. I just got a score report for Kanye. I'm going to come in. I'm going to add it in. But then guess what? As I'm letting that report load and run, I just finished a behavior observation for Jordan Michael. I know, Michael Jordan. I get it. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to come in. I'm going to add in behavioral. Come on now. I'm trying to spell. Y'all stay with me. A behavioral observation. And then guess what we're going to do? We're going to start working on this behavioral observation for Jordan Michael. All right. So we add in that section. And then let's see. Did I hit enter? I don't know if I hit behavioral observation, create. And it was taking like a second or two. What's supposed to happen is it's supposed to pop up. So Lisa, Leslie, if y'all help me take notes, that section should pop up, and then we should be able to start working on that. Let me hit refresh. Look, this is live in real time, but that's the beauty of it. You can jump in between sections. Let's say I'm working with Paul Pearson. We're working with Boston Public Schools, and so Paul Pierce was just in my head. But let's say I got another piece from the FBA, and I wanted to come here. I could keep working on this FBA as I'm working on this piece with Kanye, as I'm working. Oh yeah, this is a known error that we're working through. This is in real time, so we're working on that. Make a note. But the beauty is you'll be able to jump across from thread to thread, student to student, case to case, and work on different pieces as well. All right. And then Callie says, we are switching to embrace from PSSP. Are we going to save tables as JPEGs? I guess it doesn't like tables as copy paste function in that system. So as I've been testing, as I've been testing, let me go back to where can I go? I'll go to this one. I pasted in a table and it's been doing okay for me. Like I pulled in this table. Let me go up to edit. Edit. Jumping in back here. And then where I copy this from, it allowed me to preserve the functionality of it for a little bit. Now, one thing that we might need to consider once we go back out to preview and then export, if there's a way, let's say that I'm just doing just tables, if we can just print as a PNG, like in Canva. I'm a big fan of Canva, and it allows you to print in so many different ways: PDF, docs, PNGs, JPEGs, CSVs. Like as an example, let's say that I only wanted this as an appendix. I could come up, print, export as a PNG. So Lisa, Leslie, if y'all are here, let's make a note of that, because I do like that idea, Callie, of just being able to save tables. And I know that there are a lot of districts to where you can't even use tables in your reports because you have to upload them into a platform and it doesn't format perfectly. So what we're trying to do, even with the PDF, with the doc, with the rich text, plain text, is give you all the different formats that you need to be able to print how you need to. So awesome. All right, Olivia, what do we got? Is the team still working on being able to upload multiple files? That would be a game changer when uploading and interpreting score reports in Studio Writer. Yes, and oh my goodness, y'all. We have consistently been working on multiple PDF file uploads. Y'all, we got to get Ed some help. And I told him this today. Ed and I, we both don't take compliments well. And I got sappy. And I was telling Ed, you're the best developer in the world. He was like, all right. And there's a problem with JSON. How are we going to fix this? But Ed has been working really, really hard on trying to solve for that. We have some iterations of what it can look like. But it honestly was a bit buggy and we needed more time. And then we reached a crossroads to where we had to make a decision. Do we keep moving forward with the multi-PDF file upload, or do we take on this bigger project with the Studio Writer, get this out, and then add in some of these other components that we kind of have, You just got to work through it a bit more. And so what we wanted to do is take on this bigger project and then fold these elements into it as we go through. So as Ed always says, the TLDR, that's the short version of it, is yes, and we are moving as quickly as we can. Some things it is taking us a little bit longer because we are a small team. You all saw earlier in the week, the past 2 weeks, we said that we had to make some tough decisions, and that's as transparent as possible. That's part of the reason why we had to make some of those tough decisions on changing our pricing tiers and structures. Because if what we found is we have thousands of different people using your platform, customer service goes up. And then at that point, we are responding instead of being proactive. Isn't that the struggle of all school psychologists, right? And so as we're constantly responding, putting out fires, it's not allowing us to work from a place of being proactive and proactively meeting your needs. And so what we have to do is to reconfigure that approach. And we're on the right track to do that. And by doing that, we believe that we can kind of give Ed the more time, more resources so that he can build the features like multi-PDF file upload, the search functionalities and capabilities, being able to have chats, which is coming very soon, right? Once we get tools and everything working inside of here as well. All right, I see we've paused on questions. Lisa, Leslie, I know y'all are messaging me in Slack. I'm working. I'm trying to multitask. I'm checking my Slack inside of here. I'm going to jump to FBAs and BIPs. And if there's anything that you all want me to see inside of the chat, please let me know as well. And I'm checking to see what you all. Yeah. I was gonna say, let me know if you can't comment inside the chat if you're having problems commenting in the chat. But if you can't comment, then it might not work. Hopefully that resolves. I don't know if there's a button. I see y'all show comments on stage. All right. What I'm going to show y'all now is another example. Paul Pearson, shout out to Boston and the partnership we have with Boston. But this is a FBA BIP that we did. And I worked on it. Like we have an FBA BIP tool. You'll be able to literally put all your notes in. Let's say we jump into the section. We're going to search, and we have search here. And so we'll be able to add in search and some of those other features as well. We have our FBA BIP generator. And so you just plug in that information, boom, 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 boom. Student information, behaviors of concern, any context, hit generate narrative. And then once you hit generate narrative, it's going to populate directly inside of here. And in the current platform, again, it only allows you to copy and then paste. The beauty of this Studio Writer, once it populates inside of here, you can come and edit methods used for this FBA. You can then change this header. You can change the font. You can change the font size. You can, well, this is bold right now. I don't. Well, it's not bold. I can make it bold. I can italicize. I can underline. I can strike through. I got a baby. Sophia, how my baby in the background? He's crying. Hopefully y'all can't hear him because I have a microphone. I was talking about this earlier. Shout out to Tim. Tim, he is an amazing school psychologist. He posted inside of our Facebook group. He also is just doing awesome work. His platform is schoolpsychology.com. He does webinars. Amazing. Go check it out. Some of you know this. I posted this. What I was talking about inside that group. This had to be maybe 3 or 4, maybe 5 years ago. I started doing YouTube videos, and my very first one, the message was really good, but the audio was trash. And so Tim, he reached out to me and was like, "Hey, Byron, man, love your content, love what you're doing, but you need a better microphone." And so now I've upgraded and I have a much better microphone as well. But shout out to Tim for that. All right. But nonetheless, that's just a fun story. Shout out Tim. Yeah, like at some point you'll be able to, in some of it, you can actually talk inside of it. You'll talk to Sophia, but with this microphone, it blocks out all that noise. So as you're talking to Sophia, you won't hear all the noise in the background. So I'm hoping that this microphone that Tim told me to upgrade is blocking out some of that noise in the background. All right. So as we're going back to this FBA and BIP, let's say that, all right, this looks good. I'm previewing it. I want to go up to the big preview. And now I can just look and see, all right, this is cool. I like it. Then it gets to the BIP. I can jump to that BIP section and start editing directly inside of here. I can go to tools. I can edit. I can look at the different tools that I want. I can add in behavior. Whatever I want to do with the tools, you'll be able to do directly inside of here as well. Now, these are just examples of psych evals, a FBA, a BIP, other things you'll be able to do. And we're going to add in preset templates so that you can have ideas of what's possible. Classroom observations, emails, name a document. Again, you'll be able to do it because essentially it's an editor. We're rolling in the use of artificial intelligence so that it's more natural in your day-to-day work as well. And as Lisa is saying, everything can be written in one place, which is the beauty of it. Our hope is that this platform really reduces the amount of overhead that we have in our work. We're excited about this feature, and the reality is we know that there's going to be bugs. We know that there's going to be glitches. It's not going to work. So here's what I'm asking you all to do. I'm asking you all, when it comes up, one, give us a bit of grace. Again, we're a small team. We're working super, super hard and super fast to provide what you all have been asking for. And when it comes up, let us know. We'll be like, oh, this is the worst platform in the world. I'm going to this other platform. Don't leave us. Just let us know. We'll fix it. That's the beauty of it. You have a team. A lot of us are practitioners. It is married to a school psychologist. And so we care about this work deeply. And that is an invitation to let us know where we can improve and get better. Well, Byron, how do we do that? Send us an email at onboarding@schoolpsych.ai. That's onboarding@schoolpsych.ai. If something goes wrong, if there's a glitch, if it's slow, if it's a feature that you would like to see, let us know. Drop it in the chat. Email us, and we will take it into consideration. We have a team now. Lisa, Leslie, Lisette. If y'all are here, I see Lisa is in the chat. Drop your email here in the chat. If you want to bring School Psych AI to your district, let us know. Again, our team, we're here to be partners with you all in this work. I don't see any more questions coming through. Make sure that if you're on our YouTube channel that you subscribe to this YouTube channel. We're going to be posting videos as often as we can. We've already have been doing the prompt of the day. We're going to keep doing videos. You're going to look out for more demos to come. So make sure that you hit that subscribe to this channel so that you can watch videos, you can watch demos and tutorials. Again, reach out to Lisa, to Leslie, send us a message. We want to be partners with you all more than anything. Y'all, features are going to come. They're going to go. There's going to be other platforms that are out there, and that's fine. My purpose and the team's mission is to help, to be helpers, to be of service at the end of the day. Our ultimate North Star and what we're doing is to help you as a practitioner to be better at your job, to be more efficient, and so that you can get back to the work that you signed up for. Y'all, that's all the time that we have. You all have been amazing. Reach out to us. We'll continue to be partners on this journey with you all. Thank y'all so much for your time. Until next time, take care, everyone.